Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on last season's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That's caught. It's Moore. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
And the Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Second down after the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And looking to throw now on first down. A screen to the wide receiver. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Can he make it to the marker? And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive early in this game. The offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
What a catch! They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The Wolverines line it up with 1st and goal.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. With sure hands. It's Marsh.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
2nd down. Looking to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Prescorn. Tackle, but 1st down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
And the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Getting closer, but now it's third down. Can they punch it in from the 2? He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
That's 2 straight plays by this defense. Really put in a tough spot here coming out with a short field. But let's see if they can dial up a little more pressure here on 3rd down.
Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And that one straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. And here's the handoff. He gets loose. Here he goes. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's an out route. The catch made.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Breaks into the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in his football game.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. It's reeled in. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Graham down the middle. It's Marsh. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on 3rd down all year long, top 25 in the country. But just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they can't connect. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Not a real good throw.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Nice grab. It's Marsh. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And completion makes it second and short. Ball handed off. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
What a job by this quarterback here on fourth down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Looking to throw yet again. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
We
finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Knocks that one right down the middle. So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. There's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, a questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
Rolling the dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw here. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Prescorn. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Prescorn. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
They'll try the option play here. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback dropping back. The sure hands. It's Marsh. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. leaning on the run game here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Face third and short here in the playoff on the 10th play of this drive. He'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Been an incredible drive here in this playoff game. Now they face third and short on play number 13. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Buckley. Touchdown, Wolverines! This offense is still clicking. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.